Hello, this is a thrift store haul, and looks like I've got a lot of things piled up here on my easel. It's got a lot of stuff. So I got these from the hospice thrift store in town, one of my favorite thrift stores actually. And I got some fabric because I got the new sewing machine and I want to make some things that I will be able to sell at craft fairs, and I thought this particular fabric, it's all stitched together. It's pretty interesting and it's heavyweight. I thought I could make some handbags with it or something. I don't know. It only cost $4.50 and I got how much? Yard and a half. So I thought it was pretty. So now you know a little bit more about what I think is nice, bright, colorful, and useful. So this fabric is 1.5 yards and cost $2.50, and it's very lightweight, and I think it's like a stretchy sort of knit kind of thing, and I thought it was pretty. So I also got this pattern, and I want to make these hats using I want to make these hats using the brown fabric. The pattern cost me 50 cents. And I'm thinking this blue hat up at the top is probably the one I'm going to try to make, or I don't know. We'll see. I'll maybe try a couple different. Look, this was a $1 pattern back in the day. Wonder what the year is on this pattern. Doesn't say. Does not say. But anyhow, it's nice that they have patterns there, and this one looks like it was taken care of. It's been a long time since I've sewed anything with a pattern, so that will be fun. So that's the brown fabric. That I will be washing these fabrics before I try to sew with them. And then this is a third fabric that I got. It's like a blue velveteen. I think there's quite a bit of fabric here. I'm not sure exactly. Well, what did they charge me for that? I do not have the receipt here. So there's quite a lot of blue velveteen fabric, and I don't know if I'm going to use this for sewing something for myself, maybe a shirt, a coat, a jacket. I don't know, maybe that will end up being things to sell at the fair too. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Now, these fabrics are actually pillowcases. I got them for 25 cents each. 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 4 of them. So I thought these would make good lining for the inside of the handbags that I want to make. And I will show you the pattern for the handbags in a few minutes. Oh, another one. So there's 5 pillowcases. All of that needs to be washed, because I don't want to work on fabric that isn't clean. Now then, there's all this stuff that I bought. Well, let's start with the ribbons. Ribbons, of course, are going to be very helpful in my crafting. Orange, black, white, and yellow. Add that to my ribbon collection, and then I got this ribbon, which is 12 yards. Pretty nice. I got that for $4.50. And any more ribbons? I think there is. Okay, here's the other ribbons. This was $1 for, who knows, it doesn't even say how long they are, but nice. Okay, these, I got some hook and eyes. Whoever bought these originally took one hook and eye and left the rest, so I scored. there was a section there with a lot of buttons, and I got 3. Or did I get 4? Yeah, I got white, blue, green, and tan. I got some Velcro. This all came from the thrift store. And the pattern I already showed you. And then I got these little sequins and embellishments kinds of things. I guess these are rhinestones that can be, oh, it looks like they have an adhesive back on them. So I thought that would come in handy in my junk journal, and who knows what other crafting that might show up in. I got the 3 stampers. This one, I don't speak French, so I don't want to try to say those names, but this is what it looks like. I thought it was adorable. This one is the teddy bears. Spent 50 cents on this little thing with teddy bears on it. And of course, I love teddy bears. Well, oh, it says follow directions. I guess that's like for a school teacher kind of stamp. Follow directions. You know, that could be kind of fun in my junk journal if I wanted to give some directions to whoever someday reads that thing, if anybody. And then the third one is just a frame. So cute. And then I got Washington's Almanac for 1988, which I thought I could use some of the pages in here in my journals. And also there's a page about Spokane that I just had to read. It has like a page for each of the counties, or is it the counties? Yeah, counties. So I live near Spokane County in Washington. I actually live in Idaho, but I live in between Spokane, Washington, and Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. So this is sort of like my local area that I wanted to read about. There's a lot of little trivia things, information that I might like to learn more about. So I had to have this one. And I'll be right back to show you the other pattern that I'm planning to make. I actually have 2 other patterns. I'll bring them both. Okay, I have actually got 2 other patterns here that I want to use for making things to sell at craft fairs or wherever I may be. This one is an apron, obviously, mother-daughter apron. I thought was kind of cute, and I don't even know where I got this one. Apparently I bought it used somewhere, and I don't know. Could have been from the same store. And then this one is kind of dear to my heart. This one is a purse that I made several of back in the 1960s when I was a teenager. And I have wanted this pattern again for years. So I finally started looking online and discovered there are a lot of vintage patterns for sale on the web. And I found this one at Amazon at kind of a high price. I'm not sure how much I paid for this, but I think it might have been over $10, which is ridiculous. But it was the only one I could find of this pattern. I was so excited to find it again. I got it. And then when I did get it, I noticed that the people who sold it to me were really kind of local. It says the New Vintage Studio, newvintagestudio.net in Spokane, Washington. So they were only 25 miles away, and I bought this through them thanks to Amazon. Really excited to get it, and I will be making some of these purses that I loved so much when I was a teenager in the 1960s. And so that's it for the crafts so far. Crafts that I will be making to possibly sell: the apron, the purses, and of course the hats. So I'm gathering together just a few patterns that I can try to use with my new sewing machine and start to make a collection of things that may be saleable in the future. And so that's my thrift store haul for this week. And there's a few other things I bought at the St. Vincent de Paul thrift store. I discovered that they have 30% off on furniture on Fridays, and I went in there and I got myself a 2-drawer file cabinet. Wood. It's pretty nice, and I was so excited to get it for $14. It was originally $20, and I bought a few other things in the whole stack of things that I had got, which I think was a couple of National Geographics with maps in them that I thought might be helpful in my crafting. And I can't remember what else I got, but anyhow, $14 was the total charge, including the file cabinet, so I was excited about that. So that is all I have to share right now, and I will talk to you in another video. Thanks for listening. Bye.